Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Tibetians all over the world. My name is Emmanuel Mdiniswa, another brother from another mother. How are you doing all over the world? So nice to be here in the Billion Coin broadcasting platform, sharing matters of the Billion Coin, of course. Today is the 21st of May, 2019. And let us, without waste of time, look at some updates from the admin blog, which is our tradition, of course, because whatever we broadcast, we have to actually rely in this admin blog for more updates. And I think today we shall look at certain items, articles in the blog as a matter of sharing. Since we are in the redemption period, we need to disseminate as much information as we can, particularly the knowledge about cryptocurrency versus the fiat currency. This is one subject that I will have to look at this afternoon. There's an article which I'm going to share with you here, so that it is so much important that as members in general, we need to have this empowerment, this knowledge. You need to be in a position to actually compare, have these comparisons, weigh them, the fiat currency versus the cryptocurrency, because we are moving towards a new economy which is based on cryptocurrency. Fiat currency economies are collapsing throughout the whole world. The World Bank, the IMF, they've got all the problems. If you look at the world economies, there's a lot of issues, there's a lot of debt, and this is really a sign that fiat currency is losing value. So even these economies, they are now opting to cryptocurrency as an alternative. So this subject is of an utmost importance to members of the Billion Coin in general, so that we actually be convinced, be well informed about TPC in particular as a cryptocurrency, and take things seriously. But anyway, let me just go first through my updates here from the admin blog. I love sharing these wonderful updates. Broadcasters are working very hard throughout the whole globe in terms of sharing the information. So let us just go into, let me just go there. Let me go back. I was just perusing something here on my own. We have this one, says, don't miss out on every opportunity to collect more cookie rewards. Remember, we are in the redemption period. Please, this is the last, these are the last days of May. The last days of May, we are going towards the closure of redemption in TPC. So you have a few days to keep on to collect cookies before the redemption is over. Remember, we have got only 2 redemption periods. We have got only 2 redemption periods. Here is another contribution here. One of our leader, one of our member in TPC, she's sharing something about collecting more cookies. Please have time, log into account, get closer to him through this video. I mean to her, sorry, get closer to her through this video and access more information. All right, then let's move on. We have Key Pio is doing TPC so that his grandchildren will live in peace. Another video. We know if we have got our grandparents, our elderly people broadcasting here, it adds flavor. It shows that the Billion Coin age doesn't count here. Check here. Pio is also sharing a wonderful item here through this broadcast. TPCs for everybody. Thank you so much, sir, for your contribution. We value your voice. We have this one. Use all of the tools available to you to recruit. I think this one is Mr. Stephen Kefi. Our Stephen Kefi is always sharing items with us here. Thank you so much, Steve. Please have time to clock in, members. These videos are meant for you to be educated. Don't be misled. There's a lot of information going on here. Debate gold versus digital currency. I was looking at this one, also one of the best, most interesting videos to watch. Don't miss this one, please. Don't miss this one. Get into it, listen to other people, to other experts. TPC brochure could be the key to signing up merchants. Another video. Remember, we are also dealing with merchants these days. If you click on that video, you click on it. Okay, there we are. TPC broadcast. Mr. Darren Howard from New Zealand. Click on this video, please. Get closer to him. These are articles which are meant to inform TPC members in general. Merchants, broadcaster, another video, merchant broadcaster. You can see for yourself. If you click there, TPC is full of testimonials. You can see there for yourself, things are happening in TPC. Then we have, don't wait until the last minute for redemption, another video. Please redeem your cookies into Kringlies. Mr. Nbay is here. Get closer to him through this video. There we go, Mr. Nbay. Mr. Nbay is ever there for us. Thank you so much. Don't miss the broadcasters meetings 30 minutes before the send button meetings. Yes, we had one yesterday before the send button meeting. All broadcasters, let us assemble together every Monday before the send button meetings. You can see for yourself, things are happening in TPC. Mr. Stephen Kefi is leading us on this particular subject of broadcasters. Let us be part. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve. Chittagong, TPC Bangladesh community worldwide. TPC is on a mission to end poverty worldwide. Yes, of course. Another video for you and me. You see, you can see things are happening in the Billion Coin community globally. There you are. Look at the posters, good posters. The Billion Coin, first international leader of Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Bangladesh community is on fire as far as TPC is concerned. We actually appreciate what you are doing there, guys. This is part of building TPCs during the distribution phase. Now, this one says respond and vibrate the same way successful people do to become a success too. Respond and vibrate. This is the only Randy Wilson, TPC Randy Wilson, with his wonderful wonderful topics. Thank you so much, Randy. Thank you so much, brother. Then we have, if you click here, you can, this yesterday, it was the send button meeting. I covered this one. Every TPCian should come to broadcast meeting. Now, another video insisting that TPCians must attend to broadcast meeting. Make yourself a broadcaster. If you're a member in TPC, You need to avail yourself, elevate yourself, become a broadcaster in TPC. We need so many voices. There we go. Thank you so much, Lita. Thank you so much. Then as we go further, how to install and use Zoom application. We need to know how to use the Zoom application so that we conduct our business online. We are living in the technology era. Let us not shy from learning through technology. Have time. This is a must-watch video. Please, the Zoom application. Let us all adopt it. Good. This is good. This is good indeed. Have time. I'll also have time. I'll still come back to this one so that we can learn from other people. Stay positive always. Stay positive always. Another video. Stay positive. There we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. Thank you so much, Crypto Dynamics. Only 10 days left to become an instant millionaire. Another video. If you are going to redeem your cookies into Crinklies, you will be a millionaire instantly. There she is, another leader from, I suppose, from Bangladesh. There we go. Nice videos. The history of TPC is fascinating. A video. You know, I just love this thing of going through these so that we can, Crypto Dynamics also is coming back to deal with this particular article. Bitcoin contest results, it's a video. This is one of the best promotions that we have, the Bitcoin contest. Mr. Darren Howard is here on stage with the subject of Bitcoin contest. Let us upgrade ourselves, become a full-timer, and take part in the Bitcoin contest. New TPC merchants, Chittagong of Bangladesh, another video which we need to take care. So there we go. We are a global community. We have to involve everybody. We need to expose each and every activity taking place throughout the globe. This is so much a buzzing community now. Let's go ahead. Clarity why admin and blockchain are known is another video. Particularly when you attend the send button meetings, you will get to understand the reasons of this blockchain and admin wallets. Here is what the elites are saying about Bitcoin after 10 years. Please look after this one. I looked at it yesterday. Go through this one, read it. I won't do it now. I won't do it now. Now, I want to go and touch on something special. I want to talk on something special. I have an article here which I would love to share. Two things, if time allows me. This article is here in the blog, The Common Sense. Very important subject for all TPCians to take into consideration. You need to know the difference between the fiat currency and a cryptocurrency. The medium of exchange that you have to prefer using. Fiat currency was not designed for me and you. It was designed for those families, those few families. Cryptocurrency is here to empower everybody, and cryptocurrency has got a lot of imbalances. Corruption takes place easily through the use of fiat currency. So we need to advertise more, to have more education on the cryptocurrency and the subject of blockchain technology. Now, there's an article which I would love us to share together this afternoon as part of a package to give further explanation on this particular subject. Now let's go somewhere here. Let's go somewhere here. Let's log into the Crinkly Cashback office. And let's scroll. Let me make it larger. The medium of exchange. TPC is one of the medium of exchange that we are talking about. There is this article that I want us to look at this afternoon. Medium of exchange, you need to actually, this is what I want us to look at. The common sense article. Common sense article. It says, have you noticed the whole world is rethinking the nature of medium of exchange? Have you ever thought that? That the current financial system as a whole is meeting great challenges. The economies of the world are rethinking the use of a new medium of exchange called cryptocurrency. Look at Bitcoin. Most companies, most investors, they are now turning their attention towards Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been there for more than 10 years now. And TPC is only 3 years. Watch out the space. TPC is going to be one of the leading global digital assets. But let us start from where things begin. Let us build the foundation of understanding, the common sense. It says, what type of medium of exchange do you want? On this, the blue side, this gives reference to the fiat currency. The brown side gives reference to the to cryptocurrency like TPC. Now it says here, let us look and weigh the differences. Fiat currency is a medium of exchange that is created by banks and controlled by governments. This is how the fiat currency is. Let us discuss fiat currency first. It's a medium of exchange that is created by banks and controlled by governments. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of controls. And this is only meant for certain people, not all of us. It goes on to say it is designed to enslave humanity. That is why we are poor. The poor remains poorer and poorer, and the rich are getting richer. We people, okay, let me just go through this first. I will explain later. It was designed to what? To enslave humanity. Number 3 point, fiat currency has thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use. It's easily being corrupted. It's only a few people, those who have got access to it. They do the money laundering issues. It's easy to do corruption with the fiat currency. It is also built on the principle of scarcity. This scarcity principle is built on this fiat currency. It perpetuates this principle. It mentors. It has designed humanity to think on scarcity levels. So it is built on the principle of scarcity, and it lacks transparency. This kind of medium of exchange, which is the fiat currency, it lacks transparency. You see? Also, it's a source of perpetual poverty of the masses. That is the reason why the poorer remain getting poorer, the rich are getting richer. Humanity is not being taught, the subject of money is not being dealt with here. We were taught to work, to look for jobs, and we spend the little amount of money on liabilities, right? It enables rule by force. Of course, because it is what it is, a medium created by the banks and the governments. Governments in general, they use force, they use rules. So it enables rule by force. It is very expensive to get. You spend years, 40 years, working for a company, and from there you get taxed. You remain with nothing. You have to risk everything to get this fiat currency, sometimes risking your life in order for you to get it. It's so hard, it's very expensive to get. It is only a few people only have access to it, not the rest of us. Fiat currency has got a tendency towards slow moving circulation. It moves very slowly. Look at the bank. When you deposit your money in the bank, how much interest are you making? Very little per annum. They take the money, they invest it, they collect all our monies. To them, it becomes the same amount of money. They capitalize on us. And in return, we get very little interest. So it has a tendency towards slow moving circulation. Now, systems are too complicated for average people to understand. This is the nature of the fiat currency. Now, let us look on the other side. The nature of cryptocurrency, a currency like the TPC that we are busy creating. We are building a new kind of medium of exchange. We need to move away from the fiat system, financial system, and have our own medium of exchange, which is the money for the people, which is the digital asset, which will be controlled by us, the people. Let us read these facts. Fact number one, cryptocurrency, or say TPC, is a medium of exchange of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people. You see, it's exactly parallel situation now. This is a medium of exchange of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people. Number two, it is designed to free humanity. TPC is the first abundance-based cryptocurrency designed to free humanity. We need to free ourselves. In order for us to be free, we need to adopt our own medium of exchange. We need to move away from relying on the fiat currency. We need to shift, and we have the power to do that. So this is designed to free humanity, and it inhibits corruption. Fiat currency like TPC is built on the principle of abundance, and we use blockchain technology. So it inhibits what? Corruption. All transactions are accounted for. Then, okay, it is built on the principle of abundance. Very few, very transparent. You see, very transparent because you can track all the transactions taking place. Also will end global poverty because of what? It is built on the principles of abundance. Therefore, poverty will be dealt with, will be squashed out. Now, it is not used as a form to rule the people. This is money for the people. No force at all. No conditions at all. Also, it is very economical. Very economical indeed. It has got value. The TPC coin doesn't go down. It always appreciates. As people join us, our coins through the membership agreement, that our coin will never go down. It goes up. Very economical indeed. It promotes fast moving circulation. And the system is so simple for average people to understand. This article needs us to look at it as members of the Billion Coin. Read it and have more research about cryptocurrency or the blockchain in general. Look at this article once again, my dearest members. This is what we call, we are comparing between the fiat currency and cryptocurrency. The medium of exchange that we require nowadays, we need to shift, to move away from depending on the financial system that doesn't help humanity at all. We need to shift away from using their money. We need to have our own fiat currency, I mean our own medium of exchange, which is called TPC. That is why it is so much important for us to increase in numbers. So much important for us to share these wonderful, powerful topics or articles, which are right here in the admin blog. It is so much important for us to help each other understand the dynamics, the difference between cryptocurrency and the fiat currency, the advantages of using cryptocurrency, the reasons why we need to have our own new economy, our own new money. It is because once we know the difference, we will be able to have more people participating in building this new money. Money is only adopted by people. Money doesn't come from the banks. There is a lot of people nowadays who still have got a lot of respect to the banks. There is a lot of people who are still behind here. They are still brainwashed. They have a huge respect for banks. Particularly we middle class people. The people who are rich, they understand these dynamics. And some of the big investors nowadays, they are buying bulk of Bitcoins. They are investing. They are turning their attention to cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, the general masses, the middle class, the poor people are still sleeping. They still have got this respect of the banks. They still believe. They still worship. They still have got this faith to the financial system, which is not even helping humanity at all. So by sharing these articles, we are trying to shed light to humanity We are trying to wake up humanity. Here is TPC, a great asset, a great digital asset to end global poverty, to unite us. We need 1 billion people to rally behind TPC. You see what I mean? We need to come together and discuss about these things to understand the difference between our new economy and this current financial economy. Is this current financial economy, fiat currency, helping you? Does it help you? You must ask that question. If you keep your money in the bank, how much interest do you make? Does that interest suit your needs? Does it meet your needs? And it is only designed for only a few people to continue being in control, ruling the rest of humanity. So don't you see that it is now important that we need to really discuss this subject of money? Because what we normally do, we as middle class people, we only depend on, one has to look for a job. That's all what you know. You work, you get a job, and what else? You spend, you take your money, you put your money goes on expenses. You buy liabilities. That's all what we know. You get to work, get paid, and do what? And spend this little money. Again, you go back. So you're always trapped in this, I would say, in this hole. We have fallen into a mouse trap. The current financial system is a trap to humanity. We are always left there deep. You can't rise up. So it is very high. It's high time for us to understand that cryptocurrency is the only solution. TPC is the first abundance cryptocurrency with a mission to end global poverty. It is very much economical. Just have a look at the value of your wallet. Look at the value of your wallet. Look at the 2019 promotion, how powerful it is. For instance, a person spends only, I'm just going to make a simple example. A person spends here in South Africa 160 rands when buying 4 grains of kringlies of gold. And this particular person, this actually has got a value of 100,000 cookies. And 100,000 cookies is how many kringlies? It's about 1,000 kringlies. Just by spending 160, you buy your 4 grains. You get a substantive value of 1,000 kringlies. Multiply 1,000 kringlies by the value of 1 kringle, which is 8.640, for example. You will see how much powerful you have changed your 160 rands into that amount. Let me just share a simple scenario here. Let me just give you a simple thing, what I'm talking about. And we need to wake up. This is the very time that we need to wake up. Let me go to the gold grains. This is your what? Your 4 grains. You spend 4 grains. Let me go to this one, to this promotion. Yeah, let me go to the promotion. Now, here is it. 4 grains, it gives you 100,000 what? Cookies, which is 1,000 kringles, right? And one value of a kringle, let me just check for you the current one before my time elapses. Let me just go here, TPC 009. I just want to find out value of 1 kringle. Then we can multiply it by 14. Let me just go here. Let me just go here. Just want to find out only one value. Quickly, let me go to my notebook here so that you can understand really what I'm talking about here. Let me just look through this book of mine, the notebook of mine. I just want to find out something here. Just hold on for me. Here we go. I just want to calculate for you. You see for yourself what I'm trying to put across. Very quickly. The value of 1 kringle, as I speak to you right now, let me just go in here and find out. I've got a pen here with me. I'm going to write it here. It's 8.526065. There we go. 1 kringle. Now let's go to the calculator. We have 1,000 kringles that you bought. You spent only 160 and you were given 100,000 cookies. So I want us to multiply 1,000 kringles by the value of 1 kringle and see how much you have made. 1,526,065. It gives you 8,526 US dollars. Can you see what I mean? Very economical. And you multiply by 14 to determine how much is in our local currency. It's 119,000 rands, 364 rands, 91 cents. You only spent about 160 to get the what? To get 4 grains. And if you're going to bring another person, a new person, you are going to get extra 1 million cookies on top, which is going to be a 10,000 what? Kringles on top. You multiply the 10,000 kringles by the value of 1 kringle, you will be amazed. So this subject is very much important for us to understand nowadays. Go back to this article, dear brothers and sisters across the globe, read clearly here and share this information with your team members. This topic is supposed to be discussed time and again wherever we meet, right? Because if we don't teach our own people these things, they won't understand why you are doing it. They won't understand the value of TPC as an asset. We are trying to make humanity aware out there. We need to educate each other. It has to start with us. So I'm appealing to all leaders out there. Let us bring this subject of money into picture. Let our people understand. Because what I deduct from my own understanding, the rest of humanity were taught to work for money. They were not taught the subject of money. Now it is high time that we need to teach our people the difference between cryptocurrency and fiat currency. And we need to shift our attention, to shift our faith, our hope, and put our hope and our energies into the cryptocurrency era. Because whether we like it or not, we are there. We are in the digital era. We are in the technological era. Long are gone, gone are those days when we were doing barter exchange, barter businesses. Now we are dealing with what? Cryptocurrency. We need to learn also the use of technology as well, because our currency is no longer fiat. It's going to be digital money. My brothers and sisters out there, due to time, unfortunately, due to time, I would love to repeat the same subject. Let us have depth. Let us make more research about the subject of money. Which kind of medium of exchange do you like? Do you want to continue using the fiat currency? What good is it giving to you, doing to you? How many years have you worked? This reminds me of the book that I read, which is entitled it says what? The Rich Dad and the Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I used to read it. Anyway, fellow colleagues, this is how far I can go. Let us keep on mentoring each other, teaching each other the subject of the fiat currency versus the cryptocurrency. May God keep us together and keep us forging ahead. It's redemption time. Let us redeem cookies and let us elevate our status. Let us have people become what? Millionaires instantly. Let us redeem before the month of May goes or expires. All the best till we meet again. From me to you, thank you. Bye for now.